To begin today's video, I recently caught wind of Rihanna's Pour It Up video, and while it may be the slightest bit unsavory for most audiences, some audiences, that fur coat she had on looked like Jesus in the desert. It was everything that I could have imagined. I was I was completely and utterly taken back in the best possible way. The way she sat down in that chair was like, I've arrived. And she did. She did arrive. And I was content. She had given me 21 years worth of a great thing. And anyone who knows me knows that I appreciate a stripper. I genuinely do. It's, not the most classiest profession. However, requires strength that most people don't have. Also, it's quick money. Again, I do not condone such things. To each his own. Hopefully, I pray to God that my sisters never partake. I would like for them to, I would like to have to not break their legs or perform any bodily harm to them. However, that video was everything. And stripper music in general, everything as far as I'm concerned. Very overlooked genre of music. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. But Rihanna's video for Pour It Up, 2 points. 2 points. I loved it. Next in today's discussion, we will discuss Miley Cyrus. That poor, poor girl. Miley Cyrus was, I'm not sure if she still is, hopefully she is though, was formerly engaged to one of the Hemsworth brothers, the one that isn't Thor, so I'm going to go on a limb and say that that's Liam. Could be wrong. I just know he's part of that golden everything Jesus family full of great men. But anyway, she was engaged to him. It wasn't enough that Miley Cyrus comes from money. She also made millions of her own dollars. And then she goes and gets engaged to a Hemsworth. She was set. She was set. She was set. She was set. And now she's twerking. And at first I did not have an issue with Miley Cyrus twerking. Genuinely, I didn't. Because, you want to run around and shake your ass, by all means, I endorse you to do so. Whatever gets your rocks off at night, whatever is getting you views and publicity and what's bringing in the dollars, you know better than I do, clearly. I'm just a consumer and one of the people that watches the videos. However, I feel like you want to go and become a white girl's Rihanna, by all means, you do that. But there's a very fine line that she's treading, and I just don't think she's aware. I don't know who her camp or her team is, but someone needs to sit her down and let her know that she's on a very dangerous path, down a very dark road. She might end up someone's baby mother. And that, that's a drop. From where she's at, that's a drop. Before you know it, she's going to end up on public assistance, and then there it goes. There it goes. That's the neighborhood. That's the neighborhood. Miley Cyrus on public assistance getting the goddamn welfare. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. She's going to be on Obamacare. I'm not going to go there. She has to do better. Someone in her camp, someone in her squad, someone. She's on a very epic decline, and I'm fearful for her financial circumstances. Her father can't possibly agree with her lifestyle choice in the matter. I mean, I just can't. I mean, like I said, you want to go shake your ass up and down the streets, by all means, I encourage you to do so. I just think everything should be done in moderation. She has no chill button, and I think she needs to find one. Someone needs to give her one. What I will say, though, is those little cute outfits that whoever's designing those outfits for her, 2 points for you. Great job. Great job. Especially that one that she had in 23. Sidebar. Kudos to you, Miley Cyrus, for those bars. Wasn't the best, but you Miley Cyrus, so you get a pass. The pass thing, however, very fine line. Very fine line. Because then it's best to be explained like this. You have people like John B. and Justin Timberlake and Robin Thicke. Then you have people like Vanilla Ice and Kevin Federline. And see where I'm going with this? Didn't work out for them. Learn. Next topic of discussion is quite recent, just happened tonight as a matter of fact. From what I'm gathering, there was an episode of Catfish, MTV. Great job. Because that show, I've never been so exhausted watching a television show since the season of Pretty Little Liars ended. Ezra killed me. A part of me died. That bastard. Not what this is about, though. Miley Cyrus. Poor girl. But no, back to Catfish. That thespian. That's what I call the lesbians from time to time. That thespian was one of the most dustiest. I have never seen such a malevolent, malignant amount of dust centered around someone since the little boy off Charlie Brown. I have never. That shit was uncalled for. It was completely uncalled for and out of pocket. Somebody would have had to die, as with most episodes of Catfish. Somebody would have had to go, and that's the only logical answer to what was going on. Someone would have had to die. They would have had to. I just can't see any other way around the conversation. Someone would have had to go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Someone would have had to go. Because there are times that shit was uncalled for. Bow Wow, as if that's someone to aspire to be. Bow Wow, please. Bow Wow. I mean, if you're going to aspire to be somebody, I mean, you should really go for the gusto. I mean, I'm just saying, I would aspire to be Warren Buffett or, someone with money. Maybe that African guy, just like the richest man in the world. Aspire to be Oprah. Make up something like that. You could have even said you were Stedman. I mean, he doesn't have Oprah's money, but he has Oprah's money. He does. He doesn't want us to know, but he does. But if you're going to make up something, go for Bow Wow. That's where your aspirations are. I think you have a bigger concern on your hands. Bow Wow? Fucking degrading. But hey, shout outs to him for getting the publicity. Lord knows he needs it, because 106 in Park. What is it there? Pretty Little Liars is supposed to be coming back for the Halloween episode, and I must say I'm ecstatic. And then the other half of the season's gonna start in January, which I myself am excited to see. That show has become such a malevolent and integral part of my life, aside from Scandal and Awkward, and over the summer Teen Wolf. Shout outs to that cast. They really got their situations up. And the twins that are now on Teen Wolf as well, that were in Desperate Housewives. Different conversation, but Pretty Little Liars is coming back, and I'm so excited. Aria and Ezra seem to have a reconciliation, which I was excited about. Then come to find out, let me adjust this so it doesn't look all justified and whatnot. Seem to have a reconciliation, which I was excited about, because who doesn't love them? They're like the perfect ideal couple, and I myself have always aspired to get into a disheveled relationship with an authority figure. Get the hand up there. But yeah, and then Ezra's down with the get down. Could you imagine? Didn't even see it coming either. I thought it was going to be Jake, honestly. Then Caleb is going to Ravenswood, which I don't know what's going to happen with Hannah. I love Hannah though. Spencer and Toby are going through their things, which is getting honestly, it's getting quite boring between the two of them. Emily and Paige. On to the next topic. Finally, this Kardashian Oldham situation. Khloe, to say the least, you are my favorite of the Kardashian clan. Then comes Kourtney. Then comes, the two younger sisters. Then comes the mother. Then comes Kim. I have no beef or no quarrel with Kim. In fact, I endorse her simply because she may be a lot of things. You can call her a hoe, skeezer, scandalous, stunt, whatever you want to call her. I myself call her marketable. That dizzy bitch made millions off of her dry ass life. Dry. And when I say dry, I mean dry. Listening to her is dry. And all she did was get into a few relationships with a few random black guys. There it goes. Life. Millions. Shout outs to her. But this is not what this is about. I'm not going to give her the unnecessary camera time to which she is craving. Khloe, on the other hand, leave that man alone. If there's one thing, Khloe, you cannot overcome, is no crackhead. It's no crackhead. Once a crackhead, always a crackhead, I say. And as far as I'm concerned, once you do the crack once, that's a crackhead forever. You can't make no money with a crackhead. Because he's just going to take your money and spend it on crack. And that shit's impossible. You'll never waste your money on drugs. You can waste your money on a lot of things, but you never waste your money on drugs. So that shit's impossible. You'll never really get anything out of it. And this is the most important part. And I cannot stress this enough. He is a crackhead. Impossible. A crackhead. A real life crackhead.